Congratulations! Your degree in customer service has rewarded you with a remote job at Valdivian, one of the foremost megacorporations of our times. Though your house may be large, it is empty, and its halls long for visitors. The sticky notes on your bulletin board remind you of your ultimate aims, but for now, it's time to get to work.
Valdivianites! Happy Tuesday from your favorite Chief Executive Officer, David Most. As you know, every day here at Valdivian is a reason to celebrate, as stipulated in your employment contract. Today, however, is extra monumental, as it's the first official day of our new hire. Please join me in giving her a warm welcome to our team. Out of the 30-ish job applications we didn't immediately burn, yours had the least spelling errors. You're joining us at a very exciting time, and we're all rooting for your success. As it lovingly says on the plaque above our daycare center, Valdivian, our business is family. We're so excited to have you joining ours. Coincidentally, the daycare center has been shuttered indefinitely due to the recent economic downturn. We thank our Director of Child Care Coordination, Irene Thomas, for her inspiring work.
Hi there. You come highly recommended. I've heard great things about your can-do attitude. Oh, you are so welcome. I'm Tom, your manager. But you might find it easier to think of me as a leadership principal guidance associate. I'm not from your town myself, but I have heard great nice things about that specific locale. Seems like you are a customer success strategist. That's wonderful. You should be proud. Customers deserve success, and in a strategic way. What could be better? Okay, champ, I'll let you get to it.
Hey, you there? Hey! Just keep that customer service robot voice on at all times, and no matter how mad you get, never give it back to them. And remember, I might have set you up for this job, but you got it because you deserve it. You literally have a degree in customer service. That's right! Oh geez, here comes my manager. I gotta get back to work. Good luck, okay? You got this.
You have new tasks.
I have a broken sewing machine. Oh, I don't know. It stopped sewing a couple of years ago. I'm not scamming. Well, maybe just a little scamming. But like, Valdivian can afford a refund, right? You're such a corporate bootlicker. I'm gonna minus your star rating, bitch.
Hello, I purchased this book and I'm extremely angry about it. Is there a manager I can speak to? Thank you.
I ordered this couch, but it popped in on my kitchen is all wet and covered with wet stuff. Okay. Yay.
I am a science teacher, Pronto Palace High School, Go Harridans, and I ordered this as part of a series in which I give students an element to take care of to learn how to be a good parent. This is not cobalt. It did not respond to normal cobalt stimuli. Well, normal cobalt is ferromagnetic. This is paramagnetic. Meaning? Ah.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel, and I have counted precisely 480 paper clips in this box. I would like a refund promptly. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Have a happy day to you and your soul.
Valdivianites! Salutations from the chatbot that has replaced your CEO, David Most. Just kidding. CEO is an extremely important position, and there is no way a computer could ever replicate the ingenuity, expertise, and warmth I utilize daily to bring leadership to our team and value to our shareholders. Humanity is absolutely integral to the transformative work we do here at Valdivian, and I will defend the essential importance of human contributions in every single aspect of this company. Excluding, of course, the following departments: sales, marketing, finance, legal, operations, public relations, communications, product, research and development, customer service, facilities, janitorial, and, of course, human resources. If your department has been affected, however, do not fear. Your new Val 9000 AI assistant isn't here to replace you. It's merely a useful tool to help you determine if your job is obsolete. Speaking of, please join me in bidding a fond Valdivian farewell to Glenn Bernard and the amazing artificial intelligence team that built the Val 9000. While the Val 9000 has unfortunately determined your incredible skills would be better utilized elsewhere, your contributions to our shareholders won't soon be forgotten.
Champ! Got a quick minute? Oh, no, you probably aren't, Champ. The thing is, Valdivian has done some really intensive research, and it looks like Val 9000, the latest iterative AI tech, is going to be taking over your job for the foreseeable future. So I guess we don't necessarily need you around anymore, but we can't exactly let you go without cause. You and I are in something called labor limbo. We'll be around until we specifically muck things up, which then they can terminate us with cause. So, no muck. I'm over here doing my best too. Keep following the leadership principles and I'll check in with further updates.
So, are you one of the affected people? I mean, I knew this was coming soon, but didn't expect it today. Sorry for getting you this job and then getting you fired. Oh yeah? That kind of makes sense. In a completely twisted way, of course. Well, they're gonna lock you out of here on your computer, so we can't talk here anymore. Are you on Discord? Well, you do now. We should talk there more. Who knows who's listening to us here? Talk to you later!
Hello? Okay, here goes nothing. Well, that's not important. Think of me as a friendly, yet anonymous hacker. Any second now, you will receive a delivery via drone to your front door. Tell absolutely no one it is in your possession. I will return with further instructions when the time is right. Perhaps.
You're not quite sure how it happened, but there's a smiling, pink-haired stranger standing just a few feet away from you. You don't remember inviting anyone over. You'd certainly remember inviting someone this cute to your house.
Hey there! Your life is about to change. Hope you're ready. You know it, but I'm not just any pair of glasses. I'm here to help you out. I'm a pair of Dateviator glasses. My name is Skylar Specs. Woohoo! My lenses have special properties. They allow you to directly acknowledge a thing's existence. Or date. You see all the things around your house? Things you might have taken for granted? Now you have the power to get to know them better. A lot better. And I have a feeling, just a silly old little feeling, just a grumpy feeling in my little tum-tum, that it'll help make your life a little bit more richer. And maybe find some love. Love that is all around you. In fact, let's go on a date right now. So, we are going to awaken our first dateable object. Go up to a door, any door, and shoot some cool beams at it. Yeah, pew, 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 go, go.
You're still standing in your house, but the unbelievable amount of bouncer energy radiating from the tall stranger who's just appeared in front of you would have you believe you're standing outside of a club.
No funny business. I don't want to see those spectacles being used for something untoward.
Hey, Dorian. Trust me, this is going to go super well.
You sure about that? I'll believe it when I see it.
After awakening an object for the first time, you get to speak with them here. You get to speak with each object once per day.
We get a little knackered by using this newfangled Dateviator rubbish, you see.
Sometimes when you reach a certain level of affection with a dateable object, your relationship status changes. There are 3 statuses: love, friendship, and hate. Love can get you towards some really special paths for those you are truly interested in.
But it's not necessarily the best of the options in my mind.
Dorian is a big defender of friendship.
If everyone were friends, the world would be an awful lot safer, in my opinion. I've seen the complications of love. I've lived through the jealous quarrels of hate. The true bond is one between 2 friends with none of the intricacies of romantic tension.
That's our bouncer Dorian talking, but you can go toward whichever one you like. Even hate, which isn't my fave personally.
You speaking of Reggie?
Ugh, don't remind me.
Human, you seem like a good sort. So we'll be friends. For now. Friends. As it should be.
Feels good, yeah? But friendship gets you even more than that. I call it Specs Points. Take a look at this cool personality chart. Number go up. Each dateable object has points to give whenever you achieve an official relationship status with them. Get more of them to be able to choose some more advanced options.
You wear it well.
You can check out your Specs Points on your phone, which... Wait. We gotta talk to your phone.
Duty calls, love.
Bye, Dorian. Take out your phone and then shoot my beams while it's out.
A beautiful stranger with a dazzling smile appears in front of you, shooting you a knowing wink. She turns that megawatt smile your way, and it feels like the sun is shining only on you.
Hey there! Ooh, I like it much better up here where I can see your face. Your phone? We'll see about that. You gotta win me over first, honey. Of course, to do that, someone's gotta show you how things work. Hello!
Hey?
Oh, you must be Skylar. Glad we've got the human on board with the latest tech from Valdivian.
I've been doing a little tutorial with her about how things work.
Oh, well, my sweet human. Lucky for you, I've got a gap in my schedule and a soft spot for that lost puppy look. Aw, yeah, that's the one. It is. Anyway, I installed some apps on your phone that are only accessible when you put on your glasses. Bring out your phone, put on the glasses, and you'll see some new ones. One of them is an app Skylar made called the Datadex.
It's my way to keep track of all sorts of fun info about us dateable objects.
Because there are a lot of us around this house. Ooh, you know what? Maggie the Magnifying Glass also just dropped a really cool app. Ooh, gotta run! Another call coming in!
Bye, Phoenicia! Now, go awaken the magnifying glass in the living room.
Which of course is conveniently located on its own little shelf next to the piano. There's a distinct air of mystery to the private eye that stands before you. She reminds you of the old detective serials your parents used to watch. She gives you a scrutinizing glare through her magnifying glass, one eye comically enlarged. It's especially...
Well, well, well. What have we here? Aha! You're not a suspect, are you? A witness, then. Just as I thought.
Maggie, it's our human's first day talking with us. Go a little easy on her.
Interesting. These glasses come in from the outside and are already trying to influence my case?
Trust me, this human has a lot of potential to make this house a better place. Doubt it. Regardless, as you are the human, I should give you a way to track down all the suspects yourself to keep you on my side, hopefully. I call this feature Rumors. It's installed on your phone.
Ooh, that tickles.
Unlike Skylar's Datadex that gives you the lowdown on those you've already met, Rumors tracks clues you've been given to locate all the pesky, hidden objects that are tricky to find. It's good for rounding up suspects, tracking down evidence, and getting a sense of the household scuttlebutt. Tough audience, I see. Take a look at Rumors in your phone. It'll help you find your way to your last dateable for today. Good luck, Gumshoe.
It's getting late. Who should be the last one we talk to before I run? Oh, check out that rumor Maggie gave you if you need ideas. Wink, wink.
Standing here in your bedroom, you're struck by the realization that it's been entirely too long since you had anyone near your bed who wasn't, well, you. How strange, then, that the beauty standing before you feels so familiar, even though you're certain you've never seen her in your life. She's all curves and comfort, a soft body and softer facial features that seem to invite one closer subconsciously. She's positively enchanting.
Hey there, stranger. Because you do. I'm Betty, and I'm your bed. We've been sleeping together so many years, it would be a little weird if you didn't know me, don't you think? A beautiful bed, anyway. It's a shame for someone as cute as you to be alone for so long, isn't it? Will you be bringing someone back here anytime soon? Don't you worry. I have a strong feeling that'll be changing soon. Oh, by the way, Skylar told me everything. But don't you worry, I might be here now, but you can still sleep in your bed just like you always do. You can choose to talk to me or not. But I do hope you'll come talk to me. It'd be nice to finally get to know each other. Oh, how lovely. Come back soon then, cutie. Well, anyway, I'll be here. See you tonight. See you then.
Sorry I'm late. I took a look at Rumors and got caught up in some real head scratchers. We can talk about it later. For now, let's go to sleep. Today, I kept you on a tight schedule, but tomorrow is a brand new day, and you can truly experience your new powers to your heart's content.
Oh, hitting the hay already? Come get comfortable then. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
morning. Are you ready to start getting to know everyone around here better? Maybe finally find some love? I would suggest following up with Maggie next. As a detective, she'd have some good places to start. But really, there's no going wrong here. Talk to anyone you want, in any order you want. You're basically in a big, huge sandbox open for you to play in. Except instead of sand, it's your house. And instead of a box, it's also your house. Huh. Any other questions? That might be it for this little Dateviators tutorial. But I think we're gonna see a whole lot more than we ever imagined pretty soon. Let's date!
A bartender drums her fingers on the countertop, clearly bored out of her mind. Her long red-orange hair is pulled back into a ponytail that flows down her back, like the drinks she pours so expertly. She makes herself a drink, taking a small sip of it and setting it down. Your entrance startles her so badly, she nearly knocks it over.
Someone's here! Welcome to my humble bar, the Tipsy Tumbler. I'm Beverly, but you can call me Bev, or Beverly, or Madam Proprietress. That would be so cool. I'm the owner and bartender and janitor and stockroom attendant. Nice to meet you. Hiya.
Beverly squints at you, frowning as she seems to be considering something. And then she snaps, pointing at you.
Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, it's you. My proprietor. I can't believe I didn't recognize you. Ugh. Yes, you? Who else so charitably bought this adorable minibar for me so I could set up my dream bar? I owe you a huge debt. You have free drinks for life here. Welcome to the reopening of the Tipsy Tumbler. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Bev, that's a lot of openings. Did something happen the first 6 times you tried to open the bar? Nope, nothing. It's because nothing happened. Not a single customer came. Total ghost town. Each time. I've lost an alarming amount of sleep trying to figure it out. So please don't leave. You are literally my first customer in... ever. Every time I thought you were finally going to invite people over, I'd polish the place up and prepare to be the best host I can be. But then each time you'd chicken out and spend yet another weekend all alone. I mean, why did you get a minibar if you weren't going to invite guests over? But that's... okay. It's all water under the bridge. You'll have to talk to River if you want that. Anyway, that's enough babbling for me. So take a seat and let me fix you something already. Please, let me fix you something. First and foremost, am I making you a cocktail or a mocktail? Mocktails are the non-alcoholic or the drunk part, obviously. Excellent! So, what'll it be? Aperol is having its heyday right now. Less bitter than the classic Amoros and less alcoholic too. Let's be on trend. Coming right up.
You lift your glass to your lips, taking an extended sip.
How was it? Well, after 6 grand openings, I got a lot of practice in. Plus, with a name like mine, I should know my beverages pretty well. I really don't want to close this place down. I've put my bar and soul into it. So, will you be my first returning customer? Really? Oh my gosh. Yes! Yes, thank you. Tell your friends! Tell everyone! Please! And I'll be seeing you next time.
You see a slim, dainty gentleman in a well-tailored suit. He's absorbed in the ticking of a fancy pocket watch, but it's the feline ears on his head that most catch your attention. A tail sprouts from just above his backside, moving back and forth in time with the watch.
Tick, tick, tick. Why have you come? I don't see interruption to meditations on the beauty of time on the schedule. Oh, well, I can certainly make time for that. Perhaps you do not know this, as so few are as attuned to time as I am. But punctuality is of the utmost importance. So if you wish to speak to me, you must make an appointment. If VIP stands for very intelligent and punctual, then yes, I am. If you wish to make my acquaintance properly, you will return with an appointment. Sweet heavenly hours, I was so busy reprimanding you, I forgot to introduce myself. Not that you didn't deserve it for breaking from the schedule, but it is no excuse. Timothy Timepiece, at your service. I'm Linus. It most certainly does not. We should all be obsessed with the beauty and perfection of time. The safety of it, really. As long as one abides by the schedule, nothing can be out of place. You will abide by the schedule, won't you? Excellent. I thank you. I will see you at noon sharp, and we can speak then. Do not be early, do not be late, and do not try to see me at another time. If you do, calamity, catastrophe, untimeliness. See you then, and not a moment before.
You'd hoped you'd meet your refrigerator, but it seems he's already busy with another guest.
Freddy, this is all rather dull.
How can you say that when you haven't heard the coolest part?
Regale me.
The point in which gelatin goes from a liquid to a solid. Can you guess?
Certainly.
Go on. Guess for me.
I do not guess. Perhaps this human would like to essay an attempt.
Wow! How did you know?
Oh, look at the time. I must be on my way to a more interesting conversation.
Now alone, the massive Yeti turns his attention to you. You want to speak to him, but it takes you a few moments to process what you're seeing. Yep, that is indeed a Yeti. Massive, furry, and decked out in his finest winter wear.
Huh. He ran like he didn't want to be here or something. But you, with the answers and the listening, that can only mean one thing. With you standing in the kitchen, I'm no longer the coolest thing in here. That's me. I try to be sweeter than that chocolate bar you've been hiding from yourself inside the butter drawer for the past few weeks. Don't worry. I'll never tell. But really, to what does old Freddy here owe the pleasure of this visit? Oh, did you make another order to Food Fetch? What did you get this time? Did you order sushi? Oh, I love it when you get those little rolls that you have the tiny bubbles on top. No, wait. You know what we haven't had in a while? Burritos. But you might want to hold back on the beans because, well, you know why. So what are you doing here now? Oh, don't tell me. Let me guess. Are you feeling fancy today? You look fancy, cool kid. I bet you're... I got it. You ordered my favorite. That duck from the one place that I can never pronounce. I love duck. A burger? Chicken tenders? Empanadas? Oh, I love when you use Food Fetch. The possibilities are endless. As endless as they can be within a 10-mile radius. Oh, sure. We sure do. You sound so adult, cool kid. We have food at home. But I guess you do still have stuff left over from the last few Food Fetch orders. You hungry? What can we get you? We've got those leftovers from that Tie Me to the Moon place, the slice of cake from I Like Big Bunts, or the pizza from Pie on Life. Which will it be? Yummy! I like Big Bunts and I cannot lie. I'm still surprised that you had the willpower to save this thing. This peaches and cream bunt cake is just bursting with flavor. No peach flavoring here, cool kid. They use the real stuff. I did try it out a bit as I held it for you. Easy fix, though. Get 2 paper towels, kinda moist, put one under the slice and one over it, then slide it into the microwave. Trust me, just for like 20 seconds or so, kapow! A bunt so fluffy you can't help but take a bite. Next time you're feeling peckish, you know where to find me, cool kid. I'll be here waiting.
Hey there. Oh, nothing. You were very animated last night.
Oh, I'm getting a reading. It's a secret feature. It's called Content Aware. It goes off whenever I have the feeling that something a little off-kilter might happen. It gives you the chance to see if this dateable might be someone you might want to skip due to content concerns. If you're worried that you might miss out on points or stuff, don't get your tushy in a twist. I'll take care of the dirty work for you. No penalties incurred, I swear. Pinkies! If you're interested, you can turn it on now. You can also turn it on or off anytime I see you. On it. Content-aware mode, activate. Okay, back to it. Hang on. My content-aware is going off. Betty is a real sensual being. Talking to her is going to get pretty intensely spicy. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? Carry on, then.
You seemed quite happy about something. I wonder what sort of dream you were having. Don't be embarrassed. I'd love to hear all about it. Oh, I'm not sure I know that one. Oh, well, I already like where this is going. Ooh, then what? So what did you do? Oh, yes. Yes. Good for you. You're lucky to have such fun and sexy dreams. I can't say I've been so blessed. Not for a while now. I haven't slept well for years now, to tell the truth. But it's not something I want you to worry about, all right? All I care about is knowing you're sleeping soundly. I just want you to be comfortable and happy when you're with me. I hope you're satisfied. I'm so happy to hear that. I could talk to you for hours, but I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time. Well, here's to pleasant dreams for both of us tonight. See you tonight.
There's something so intensely familiar about the cuddly stranger standing in your closet. The combination of his massive stature and the soft materials he wears produces an almost irresistible urge to hug him, and the aura of safety he emanates certainly doesn't help.
Well, well, well. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Yeah! You are very welcome. You are so kind to express your gratitude like that. I feel like that's a bit of a lost art these days. To be honest, it's just so nice you can really feel your gratitude. It feels good, It's one of my favorite things. Right behind fresh hot chocolate, warm in a mug in my hands. Oh, and munching on a big bowl of popcorn. Ooh, and going for a beautiful, long, slow meander out in the fresh air and taking deep breaths and listening to the trees. There's a lot to love around us, huh? What are some of your favorite things? Ha! There you go! I must have made hot chocolate 100 different ways in my life, and every time, it's just the best. I think at this point I might be mostly made of hot chocolate. Not that I'm complaining. It makes sense that I would be warm and delicious. Tell me, what brought you around to see me? Not at all. Not for me, anyway. Closets are some of my favorite rooms in a house. Get a good cozy blanket, a candle, and close that door and you've got a perfect little cocoon. A little nest of peace and safety. You're welcome to share mine, or we can sit on the bed and talk. I'm comfortable in either place. And no matter where I am, I'll always be happy to be with you. I leave it up to you. Where should I go? So comfy. I've got a terrific story lined up for you tonight. Are you ready? Being that it's getting to nighty-night time, I got a story to help you drift off to sleep. For me, whenever it's daytime, I'll give advice. But at sleepy time, it's story time. Want to hear my story? Okay, buddy. Get comfy. It's story time. This is the story of the tiny octopus and the underwater Olympics. Her name was Ollie, and she was the tiniest octopus in the pod. Her family loved her, and she had plenty of friends, but there was always a niggling in her mind that they thought she was just too tiny. Cute little Ollie. Don't make her lift that big anemone. Oh, look at little Ollie. There's no way she can reach that big, tall kelp tree. You might just be right. But when the underwater Olympics came to her reef, she knew it was her most important and most joyful way to prove herself. Ollie just knew that if she could enter, and if she could win, they would all see how big and capable she really was. On the first day of the games, Ollie was there. She watched the opening parade with such excitement, she could barely breathe. Then the MC swam up to the podium to announce the events that would be taking place, and Ollie couldn't believe her eyes. The MC was none other than Click Clack Carruthers, the bombastic and amiable crab who ran the General Mercantile Store back at her reef. This was surely a good sign. When she heard him announce the perfect event for her, she would know it. And she would talk to Click Clack, and he would help her. Ollie waited and waited. It seemed there were 1,000 events at the games, from sand racing to bubble ballet. But she finally heard it. The rock toss. Competitors chose rocks as big as they could find and heaved them over their heads in a dazzling display of strength. Whoever heaved the biggest rock the furthest would be declared the winner. It's just perfect, thought Ollie. The perfect way to show my size and strength. And when I win, all my friends and family will cheer for me. She nodded her head decisively and spurted off to find Click Clack. He wasn't hard to find. Just like at his store, Click Clack had drawn a crowd with his booming voice, brightly colored claws, and humorous tails. Ollie secretly suspected the tails were much taller than Click Clack himself. But nobody seemed to mind. Click Clack, she called out, edging her tiny body through the crush of listeners gathered for his story. Click Clack, It's me! It's Ollie! Ollie, you little flutterby! Get your tentacles over here. She gave him a friendly hug. What are you doing here? Said Click-Clack. Click-Clack, she began. I need your help. I want to compete in the games. I want to enter the rock toss and show my friends and family that I am big and strong. Can you help me? Click-Clack considered seriously for a moment. Ollie, he began, this is a sincere undertaking. Now, the rock toss is very difficult. It is also dangerous. Even seasoned competitors can have trouble with it. Are you sure you want to enter that event? Ollie looked deep into his little dark eyes. Yes, Click-Clack. I want it more than anything in the world. Click-Clack snapped his claws together decisively. Well then, more than anything in the world. If that's the case, of course I'll help you. Let's get over there and get you registered. Oh, Click-Clack, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll make you proud. You'll see. I'm going to win. Ollie, I'm proud of you for knowing what you want. That's a feat in and of itself. And you can bet I'll be watching you when you compete. I'll be cheering no matter what. How you doing, buddy? Need a break? Now, the next few days felt like a blur to Ollie. She told her friends and family all to come to the games, but she wouldn't tell them why. She trained in secret all day, every day. Most nights, she dreamt about finally hefting that great shell trophy. But there were some nights when the nagging thoughts came back. Could she do it? She was small. Maybe she was too small. These dreams unsettled her. But when she awoke, she couldn't remember them. It was just a vague feeling of doubt, of question. She continued with her training, and the doubt slipped in the back of her mind. Almost before she knew it, the day came. She made her way to the competition grounds and took her assigned place next to her rock. It was much bigger even than she had imagined it would be, and for a moment, she was afraid. I'm afraid, she whispered quietly to herself. I'm afraid. But I am going to do this. I am going to lift this rock. The competitors around her shook their shells, their tentacles. The fish opened their gills wide, and the giant prawns flexed their powerful tails. Nervously, Ollie scanned the faces of the crowd. There were her friends, her mother and father, and the joyfully bright shell of Click-Clack. He winked at her and waved a claw. He had promised to be there, and there he was. Ollie took a deep breath and began to relax. Across the field from her, the biggest snail Ollie had ever seen was stretching his cabled neck. Timo, the Australian trumpet. A legend. The winner of the rock toss for the last 4 games. The undefeated champion. Ollie began to giggle. She was standing in the same sand as Timo the trumpet. The starting song began to whistle through the water. 3, 2, 1. And a great deep note reverberated through the water. Lift! It cried. Lift and toss! Ollie's focus became laser sharp. It was her training, and the rock. 1 tentacle underneath, 2 tentacles underneath, 6 tentacles levering behind her. 1 more tentacle underneath. She shifted her little body, wiggling her tentacles under the huge stone, and pressing as hard as she could down into the shifting sand to leverage the great weight up over her head. She strained and gritted her beak. She drew on all those moments she had felt too small, and all those moments she knew she was big. She was strong, and she was just right. And up it went. She knew she was working, but that stone, that stone almost seemed to be floating above her. One more step, just a huge heaving toss, and she would have done it. She began to arch her tentacles back, winding up for the throw, when suddenly, across from the field came a sickening crack. Oof, and a loud, deep yell of pain. Ollie's focus jerked to the source of the sounds and found Timo the trumpet pinned under his gigantic rock. Somehow, the projectile had slipped, cracking his shell and driving his body deep into the sand. Click-Clack was rushing down from the stands, trying to bring order to the mass of creatures that had gathered to try to free Timo from the crush. But they couldn't. The stone was bearing down on his shell and had buried its ends in the sand. Nobody could get a grip on it, and nobody but Timo could have lifted a stone that heavy. He was trapped. Ollie could hear his pained yells becoming more frightened. Creatures bustled around him, speaking over each other and ineffectually pushing on the stone. And then she saw it. Between the edge of the stone and the edge of Timo's shell was a gap. A tiny gap. So small no one else had even noticed it. If she could just get in there and create even a little bit of space for him, Timo would be able to lift the stone for himself. We'll see. In a flash, she had made up her mind. She let her hard-lifted rock slip from her grip and rushed across the field in a little purple blur. She darted around and through the crowd until she found the gap and inched her way into the dark recess. Timo! Timo, can you hear me? Timo's eyes were frantic, his breathing fast and thready. Yes, he finally croaked. Yes, I can hear you. Who are you? How did you get in here? My name is Ollie. I came in through that little gap there. She pointed it out, and his eyes goggled. You got through that? He marveled. I thought I was alone. Well, you aren't. Not anymore. Now listen, we're going to get you out of here. I can't lift that whole stone, but I can lift a little bit. If I give you a little bit of space, can you do the rest? You can lift this at all? Timo the trumpet, the undefeated champion, stared at little Ollie in the dark water with shock on his face. Yes, I can. I had already lifted my rock for the competition. You were in the competition? Timo said quietly. I didn't even see you. I'm sorry. Ollie smiled. It's okay. It happens all the time. But you can see me now, and we have work to do. Are you ready? Timo took a deep breath and a swallow. Yes, Ollie. If you can lift a little bit, I can do the rest. And so together, the biggest creature and the smallest one began to push. Ollie lifting Timo, and Timo lifting the stone inch by inch, breath by breath. The massive rock began to shift until finally, plop! The big rock dislodged itself and fell heavily down into the sand beside them, off of Timo's shell completely. The crowd began to cheer wildly. Timo! He has done it again! He has rescued himself! Timo breathed heavily and smiled. Thank you all, thank you! But it wasn't just me this time. From underneath Timo's shadow swam Ollie. The crowd went silent, stared at her, confused. This little Ollie helped me. She saw a solution nobody else had and noticed. And she jumped into action. Ollie saved my life when I couldn't have saved it myself. Ollie is the hero today. Ollie felt herself turning blush pink, and she gazed out confidently at all the faces of her friends and family. The crowd began to part, and Click-Clack was soon standing in front of her. His face was a picture of joy and of pride. "Folks," he began, not taking his eyes from Ollie, "while there is no official winner to this contest," as it was interrupted, "I propose that we award the Great Shell to our hero, Ollie. She is brave, and though she may be but small, she is mighty." The ripple of approval and excitement ran through the crowd like a wave. Before long, they were clapping, and then they were cheering. And before Ollie knew it, she was sitting atop Teimo's shell, mindful of the crack the stone had made, and the great shell was wrapped securely in her tentacles. "I did it," she thought. "I won." It took her only a moment to realize that she had won not by being big, but by being exactly who she had been all along. That's it. What do you think? That's why I told it. Good night, buddy.
Hey! How's things in labor limbo? You been using all that extra time to do anything fun? Thank God, I could use a little gossip. What, just out of nowhere? So what was it? What power? What? I know you've been watching too much anime. What do you mean? More? I'm still on the first part. You understand how insane you sound right now, right? Like, if you were literally anyone else, I'd be like, oh, this person thinks I'm stupid. You're serious? You're not fucking with me? Just, what do you mean? Like, how? What? You seriously have magic date furniture fuck glasses? Date theaters? This is too much. I'm not equipped to process this today. I'm logging off. Goodbye.
Betty reclines luxuriously on the bed when you first see her. Thinking about how your bed can be lying on the bed makes your brain start to short-circuit, but some way or another, it's happening. She looks effortlessly comfortable and luxurious, but her expression is more pensive than anything. She smiles when she sees you, sitting up and patting the blanket next to her.
I was just thinking about you. Were your ears ringing? Oh, was it? That's funny. My heart races when I think of you, too. Well, since you're here now, maybe you could help me out a little. I've been trying to have more peaceful nights, but it hasn't really worked out. I spend a lot of time before bed indulging myself in some detailed fantasies. Oh, well, I have this crush who doesn't seem to notice me. Sometimes we're so close I could just reach out and kiss them, but nothing ever happens. So, in this fantasy, I tell myself I'm finally going to get their attention. I do all kinds of things. Maybe one night I touch myself and call their name when they're next to me. Maybe I bring someone home and let them catch us in the act. Sometimes I invite them to join, and sometimes we just don't stop. But our eyes meet. And they know that when I'm gasping and moaning someone else's name, what I really want is to say theirs. To let the entire house know who it is that has me so worked up. Well, that's not very sexy now, is it? Much better to pine. Safer. I've got all sorts of fantasies queued up for every night. But no matter how much material I feed my brain, I never seem to carry that blissed out, warm feeling into my dreams. I tried getting into lucid dreaming for the longest time, actually. I practiced for years. But it never worked for me. Not once. Really? Ugh, I'm so jealous. It must be wonderful getting to choose what you see when you close your eyes at night. But there's no point in dwelling on it. It's just not in the cards for me. Well, my lucid dreaming attempts are long behind me now. I do wish I could get a little peace at night, that's all. Yeah, you're right. I just need to keep trying. Well, what can you do, Maybe I'll take up meditation. See you tonight, then?
Almost late. Almost. Thank you. Tell me why you've sought me out, aside from the pleasure of my absolutely sparkling wit and golden company. Oh, well, of course it is. I am just surprised. Few in this house can appreciate my timeliness, my specialized knowledge of time and timepieces alike. I am glad to hear you are not like the other. What might we discuss then? My love life may be on hiatus, but as they say, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Timothy looks at you for a few moments, clearly expecting something.
Yes. Well, let us start with the most important thing, Timeliness, next to godliness, as they say. Of course I'm right. Imagine, if you will, you show up to a date showered and clean, but 2 hours late. Does your cleanliness matter then? I think not. Of course I am, old bean. Oh dear, how me flies. I must away quite soon, but before I go, I want to be sure I've imparted my wisdom to you precisely as I meant to. What did you learn from me today? Exactly! Just so, just so. Just remember, there is always time for timeliness. Now leave me. I've run out of time for this conversation. If you wish to speak again, find me at 3 p.m. Precisely at 3 in the afternoon. Farewell!
Well, of all the unexpected things. You really listened to me. You really listened to one of my stories all the way through, even though we're all grown up now. I've collected them all over so many years and kept them shiny and safe, waiting for someone. Well, waiting for you, really, to come back and listen. And you did. I can't tell you how touched I am. But the unexpected part is how I feel. I've always loved you, you know, even when we were little. We were so young, and I always wanted to protect you. But then with all the time we had apart, how much you've changed and turned into such a remarkable and generous person, I find that I love you. How would you feel about making some of our own stories together? I'll bet we could find some new things to advise each other about, too. You feel the same way? Buckle up, buddy. There are so many stories I get to tell you now. I love you, bud.
Hey, cool kid. Good to see you again. How's things?
Freddy! Freddy's greeting is cut short by a very, very loud visitor.
Yes?
I've dealt with a lot of totally nutso crook in my day. The kind of sick, depraved crook that makes your blood boil for reasons not even related to radiation. But this? What you're up to? May the immortals have mercy on your degenerate soul. Or analogous soul-like spirit goop.
Whoa, chill, my friend.
Friend? Nah, son. A friend is someone who'll suck the swarmer venom straight out of your bare ass and has to do it again with a smile. That's the literal definition of friendship according to the official Baron's Wordopedia. I know, I wrote it. We ain't friends. Name's Nukem. Luke Nukem. This heinous pile of swarmer excrement wants me to... nuke cake?
Oh, that's a trick I got from...
Trick? Sticking a gamma worm up your nose and pulling it out of your ear is a trick. A great trick, actually. I mean, how do they even do that? But what you're talking about is a sin. The holy doctrine says so. I should know. I wrote that one too. I'm prolific, son.
Exactly. You can't spare 20 tiny seconds?
You think this is about time? This is about an affront to all that is sacred. I may be feral and a power crank junkie, but I ain't no animal. Well, maybe I am an animal, but I definitely ain't a snitch. You hear me?
I thought you were here to help make food the best it can be.
I got a lot of missions I need to attend to. Missions that really matter.
So you want cool kid to eat dry cake, especially when you could help them? What if it's so dry they start to choke?
Life is a relentless onslaught of endless peril with no sure outcome. Sure, you could choke on dry cake. Or the terror hordes of Silax could pluck out your eyeballs for barbecue. You want to ruin delicious cake? You do it on your own.
I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do.
So am I. And if you ask me to nuke cake again, I'ma make sure your cake gets cooked, swarmer style. That's when it's still ice cold in the center. Swarmer's got terrible taste. Don't mess with me, Freddy!
Why? Am I on thin ice?
I ain't even gonna dignify that with a response. Mostly because banter is considered blasphemous according to the holy doctrine. May the immortals forgive your transgressions, and may you survive long enough to see the error of your ways.
Oh my gaskets, that guy is such a hothead. He needs an ice pack and a deep breath. Thanks for having my back. That was pretty cool of you. Luke means well. He just seems more into his own bizarre stuff. You thought it was brilliant? Trying to warm this chilly boy up, aren't you? Wow, it might be working. I'm gonna make sure Luke is okay. Maybe slide a few ice cubes across his head. You want anything to nosh on? Been saving a piece of chocolate just for you. You know, a sweet for the sweet. I try. Okay, let me work my magic with Luke. See you around soon.
You're back! You actually came back! I mean, I know you said you would. But I figured you were just being polite. Oh, I'm so happy! Well, let me be a good hostess and fix you a drink. What would you like? Excellent! Always happy to serve customers that don't want to get drunk. They usually don't yell and hit on me as much. They also sometimes don't tip as much, though. Oh, and also I have no customers. Anyway, which mocktail would you like? Smart. You'll get sugar, mint, and lime flavors all in a nice tall glass. Coming right up.
You drain your glass with impressive speed.
Oh, that was fast. Anytime! Seriously, anytime. I still haven't had any new customers. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I make good drinks, I picked a good spot for my bar, and I'm cute and charming to boot. What else do I need? Advertise? You really think that's necessary? Oh. Yeah, I guess that's true. Damn. That feels so obvious now. I just figured word of mouth would be all I needed, right? I mean, they say that's the best form of advertising. But I guess if there are no mouths in the first place, then there can't be any words. That sentence made more sense in my head, but you know what I mean. Too bad this house doesn't have someone like the concept of graphic design or marketing to help me. So, I guess we're gonna be doing it ourselves. Well, yeah. This was your idea, and clearly doing things myself isn't working, so you're gonna help me. Now, we need this ad to be enticing. We need to be eye-catching and strike up curiosity. But how would we go about that? Yeah, okay, let's do it. Which of these words do you feel best describes the atmosphere of the Tipsy Tumbler? A good start, but I think we can do better. We gotta bust out the thesaurus. Show that we're smart, too. Now, Lyric won't come by anymore after I tricked him into saying some drunk tongue twisters. But he left behind some good pages on his way out. How about one of these bad boys? I mean, they're all just different ways of saying cozy. Hell yeah! Just looking at that word makes me feel all comfy. Thanks for the help. I'll draw up some posters and post them around. Oh, I'm so excited to show this off. Do you think Freddie Yeti would let me hang some of the posters on him? Oh, maybe I could get a TV commercial or a video ad that you can't skip, huh? Or maybe I'll start with the posters and see how that goes. I kind of forgot I was on a budget for a second there. Oh, I'm just so hyped! I'm gonna get to work on this right away. So, shoo! You're in my creative zone. Get!
Betty is already speaking to someone else when you walk in. There is an easiness to their dynamic, an intimacy, really. They have the air of old lovers, or perhaps very, very good friends.
We've been over this so many times, Betty. You know how I feel about that.
I just need some time, all right?
Why should a bed as gorgeous and free as you be so worked up over anyone else's opinion of her? You could snap your fingers and have 10 lovers here in 2 seconds.
I could.
And have.
Benoit, stop it. But honestly, you know it's not about sex. I can get that just fine. But that feeling of falling asleep in the arms of someone you love, there's nothing else like it.
Benoit's gaze leaves Betty's face to land upon your own. They give you a smile that feels as if they know all your secrets. When Betty turns to see you, she goes from surprised to happy in record time, and Benoit places a gentle hand on her shoulder before they walk off.
Just think about what I told you.
Are we what? No. Absolutely not. Benoit and I are just very good friends. With benefits, of course. Well, sure, though, gosh. I wish you hadn't heard that. It's just a really specific sort of loneliness, you know? I'm sure you didn't come here just to hear tales of my sex life. What can I do for you, honey? Did you want to relax? Maybe take a nap? Get to know me better? Why? Oh, I don't know. It can be hot to sleep with someone you know nothing about. And of course, some people fear intimacy. And getting to know people is a step on the road to intimacy. Well, you know what I am, what I do. You know I'm a free spirit. What else can I tell you about me? I'm a big reader, actually. I love all sorts of things, but romance is my favorite. Even when I'm not reading, I can't help but write sexy little stories in my head for my favorite characters. I love fantasy, too. And sometimes sci-fi. Anything that stirs the imagination. Characters that make you want to fall in love. That's what I love most.
She sighs wistfully, looking somewhere past you.
Sometimes it feels as if those sorts of relationships are only for books, you know? And I can never quite seem to get there. Perhaps I've been standing in my own way. That's it. That's all. Just loneliness. Haven't you ever been afraid of ruining a good thing? I'm just not ready yet.
There's an undercurrent of sadness in Betty's eyes, something much bigger weighing on her that she seems uninterested in divulging.
Oh, it's almost time for book club, if you'll excuse me.
Welcome back! Not exactly. I guess buzzwords don't really work if no one knows what they mean. You'd think with all the time people spend on social media, they'd be better at reading. I guess not. But let's not talk about that. Bringing down the mood won't help bring in people either. Anyway, what can I get you? Excellent! So, what'll it be? Ooh, so minty and fresh. It's kind of like brushing your teeth at the bar. That sounded more appealing in my head. Coming right up.
Beverly hands you your drink.
No problem. It's not like I have anyone else to tend to right now. It is painfully obvious that I am no wordsmith. So maybe my ads need to be more visual. We need something that makes the others feel like they have to come inside. What could it be? Oh! If this were a cartoon, I'd have a light bulb over my head right now. A signature drink. Yes. Oh my gosh. Again, it's so obvious. I need a drink that is so superbly amazing, enticing, and can only be found here. Why didn't I think of that before? That's right! Like ice cube size. Did you know that the bigger the ice cube, the more surface area it has, the slower it melts? I want to have the biggest ice cubes this side of the North Pole. Will you help me make it? Or at least be my taste tester? Same here. All right. In mixology, a good cocktail needs 4 attributes: strong, sweet, sour, and bitters. In theory, as long as we have at least these 4 things, we can mix and match all sorts of flavors to create a truly unique cocktail. You can also just have the strong and bitter part and stir a nice martini, but I feel like shaking something up using juice. Hey, that's the spirits. First, let's pick the strong liquor. What do you think? Ooh, like a pirate. Good choice. I'm gonna put a little bit extra just in case. Now, we need a liqueur for the sweet portion. Which should we use? Very nice. This is coming along great. All right, now we need our something sour. Now that'll add a real nice kick and dark ruby color. Almost done. Now we need bitters. Which one should we pick? Chocolate! Yes. Now, what about a little finishing touch to it? All right! Always impressive, provided the customer is looking at you while you do it. Our creation is born. What should we call it? That's gonna fly off the shelves. I love it. It's got that dazzle we need. All right, let me mix this baby.
Beverly sets to work shaking up your beverage, pouring it into a glass, and pushing it across the counter towards you.
Okay, moment of truth. Drink it down and tell me what you think. Be honest. Well?
Perhaps that wasn't the best idea. Your vision tunnels, and you feel yourself beginning to wobble.
Whoa, hold. Are you okay? Whoa.
You're not sure how long you've been out, but you wake up to Beverly looking down at you with deep concern. She helps you to your feet.
Hey, buddy. How do you feel? Ooh, I guess I put a bit too much liquor. Way too much. I'm sorry. I was just so nervous about you not liking it. Because, I mean, if this doesn't work, I might as well call it quits for real this time. I figured if it gets people so drunk they couldn't tell the difference between good and bad, it would work out. That was stupid. So, you think I'm stupid, huh?
She laughs bitterly.
I think I'm stupid. A big stupid failure.
Beverly covers her face with her hands.
I truly am, though. I am all the bad things and more. I try to be bubbly and fun like soda, but I just fall flat. Like flat soda. No one wants to be around me, ever. But drinks are literally everything I am. I am lost without the tipsy tumbler. What do you do when no one likes the thing that makes you, you?
Beverly sniffles, rubbing at her eyes.
You really think there's anyone out there that would like a watered-down floozy like me? Oh, why am I turning red? I'm not the one who drank that monstrosity. Okay, I'm gonna spend some more time tinkering with this specialty cocktail thing. It's not gonna mix itself, after all. In the meantime, do you think you could do some word-of-mouth advertising for me? I'm sorry to ask, but you're kind of the only mouth that can help me. Please. This really, really might be my last shot.
As you approach her, Phoenicia leans in, her voice a conspiratorial murmur.
Listen, I'm not usually one to eavesdrop. Okay, rude. Hitting me with a bombastic side eye. My gossip is completely different. Your girl's got standards, okay? If it gets posted online, it's fair game. It becomes like a public domain or whatever. You know what? If you're so against it, I can just keep all those helpful hints to myself from now on. Mm-hmm, that's what I thought. So, like I was saying, I overheard you and Beverly talking about the Tumblr, and I think I might be able to help. I mean, if there was a cute new spot with Placebook-worthy specialty drinks and good lighting, and even I didn't know about it, she definitely needs it. We gotta drag her advertising into the 21st century for starters. All it takes is a few well-framed shots of the decor, a lineup of the best stuff on the menu, and a little voiceover from a beloved internet personality. Instant FOMO. Line out the door. Guaranteed. Trust me. Ooh, that's perfect. What is it? Ooh, oh, okay. I've got this. I'll check back with her soon, though, because this is gonna blow up. But first, you gonna need to tell me exactly where her bar is. Seriously, she doesn't even have a Kelp page.
Oh, you're back. My goodness, what a sensation. I missed you more this time than last time. Who would have thought that I could love you more? Got some great advice gems for you if you want. It's popcorn day. Didn't you know? I have been truly amazed by all the advances in modern culinary technology. I think I've counted at least 5 different ways to make and enjoy popcorn. But today, I'm going to share with you the original way, the best way. It takes a little finesse, but I have all the faith in the world that you can do it. You take a big, deep pot, one with a lid. You put a little bit of oil in the bottom, not too much, or you'll drown the kernels. And you don't want to drown those kernels or they won't pop. They'll just swim around and burn, and movie night will be ruined. Let the oil warm up a little bit, and then take 1/3 of a cup of popcorn kernels and set them aside. Drop into the pot. Then we put on the lid and wait. Very soon, if you're patient, you'll hear a little pop. And you're ready to go. Pour in the rest of the kernels. Put the lid back on tightly and move the pot around on the heat. You'll hear them all popping and jumping around in there. And when there's more than 3 seconds between pops, you're done. Take that pot off the heat, turn off the stove, very important step that one, and get to munching. Don't munch it.
For a moment, you wonder if your Dateviators are malfunctioning. But no, the fashionista standing before you is just that dazzling. They are dressed to kill, abs on display and lighting all along their body, bathing them in a soft glow. A ring of light surrounds their perfectly coiffed blonde hair, giving them the appearance of an angel, and perfect lighting no matter which way they turn. But it doesn't take you long to discover the angel comparisons end at their appearance.
Hey, betches! It's me again, Lux. Yes! Aren't I, though? You're saying all the right things. You have my attention now. Because... Okay. Now we're dating. That means that you need to follow certain rules. You must be dressed to impress at all times. You must take me out to the most chic restaurants for every meal. We will only have sex when I want to film something for fans only. And the relationship is over when I find someone richer or more famous. Sound good? Congratulations! You won! Oh, I love you! Or something, IDK.
There's a supernatural darkness around your bed when you enter. A strange void that makes you feel slightly uneasy. This appears to be a living nightmare. There's almost no other way to phrase it.
You really don't think you could do it?
Is that really something you want? It would be fun for me, but I don't think it's really your thing.
You know, sex and horror have always gone hand in hand. It's not the worst idea, is it?
Well, yeah, of course. But you've watched me work. And you never really seemed all that into it.
Oh, I didn't?
What was it you said? Oh, yeah. It was, oh God, why are you doing that? Is that really necessary? Now that's just excessive.
I remember it differently.
You weren't even watching. You were looking through the cracks of your fingers. Give it up, Betty. My work is not for you, and that's all right.
Nightmare's gaze falls to you then, and you feel a shiver run down your spine.
Boo.
Nightmare dissipates, but the air of dread that accompanies her takes a little while to clear. Betty sighs, her shoulders slumping.
Oh, guess I should have seen that coming. Well, maybe. I just thought maybe if I had nightmares... I mean, I already sleep poorly. But maybe in a nightmare, I could find some small moments of joy with my beloved. Nightmare doesn't usually take requests, but since we're such good friends, I figured maybe she'd give me a sexy nightmare. Of course it is. For example, I'm being hunted by some unseen monster or being. My heart is racing. My knees are weak. I'm stumbling and tripping as I go. I fall, and I close my eyes knowing the end is coming. But I don't die. I turn to see my beloved standing over me, a bloody knife in their hand. I'm saved, and I thank my rescuer in the only way I know how. A toe-curling kiss. But then, I'm on my back again, and my beloved's hand wraps around my neck. I can't breathe. I can't cry out. I can't make a sound. We'll be together forever, they whisper, raising the knife high in the air. I wake in a cold sweat, alone and afraid. There. You see? Right? That's a pretty tame example. But there's all sorts of possibilities. Nightmare really seems to think I shouldn't be bothering with all this dream stuff. She thinks there's a much simpler solution to my problems. But I don't know who she is to talk anyway. She has the same problem I do. She just deals with it differently. It's not my place to say. I've already said too much. Please, let's forget I said any of that. Thank you so much. I'm already having trouble sleeping. I don't need betraying a friend's trust on my conscience. It's funny, I was just thinking of you. It seems like that happens a lot, honestly. I think of you, and here you are. It's a shame I can't seem to manage that at night. I haven't been the most subtle, have I? But I guess I should just say it. You're the one I've hoped to see in my dreams. My beloved. The one who tortures me with your proximity. You don't have to do that. I get it. I'm not exactly the most subtle piece of furniture. For years, it's been just you and I here. And I've had to watch you sleep with that angelic look on your face. When I was at the warehouse, I never had this problem. But the day I was delivered to you, you laid down. And I knew right away I was in trouble. You don't know what it means to me to hear that from you. It's what I was made for, you know? I've had my share of partners over the years. I'm a free bed, you know. But I'm at my best when I'm in love. And since the day I became yours, I haven't had a good night's sleep. I know it's a lot to lay at your feet, especially knowing we have to sleep together night after night. But I don't know if I can keep this to myself any longer. I know it's a lot to digest, so please, take some time to think about it. I'll give you some space to sleep tonight, and we can talk tomorrow. All right? Please, just give yourself the night, even if you think you know what you'll say. And sleep well tonight.
And this is the final look. What y'all think? Follow the link in my bio for a full list of all the pieces.
She holds up a finger, pausing for a moment.
Ooh, sorry, one sec. I just need to upload this real quick. any longer and I would have missed my upload window. You know how the algorithm on Facebook is. If you don't post every day, you completely lose your viewership. Woo, it's a grind, but my fans are worth it. Only the most popular social media app of all time. It's like InstaFan, Sitter, and Knick-Knack all in one, only better. No, like literally. Facebook bought them all out and combined the best parts of them into the social media platform to end all social media platforms. But it's pretty exclusive, invite only, and I don't think humans are allowed. It is! Much less drama when you can exist forever without moving. I guess, since you don't have a placebook, I could share my feed with you. Fill you in on all the tea so you're not missing out. Ooh! Are things heating up in here, or is it just me? Ooh, I don't think you can see them, even with your fancy glasses. But at least I can tell you what I've been up to. Alert! Temperature warning! Woo! Not again! Huh? Oh! It's nothing! Really? It's just a faulty sensor. Forget about it. Oh, huh? I do? Weird. I feel totally fine. It's probably just acting up because I did an extra hour on live. Trust me, I just need a nice hard reset and I'll be good to go. I'll catch up with you after. Try not to miss me too much.
Timothy is just putting the finishing touches on polishing a pocket watch. When he sees you, he waves you over, setting the watch aside and pocketing the cleaning cloth.
There you are, just on time. I must say, I'm absolutely chuffed to see how timely you've been. You're right on schedule. I was just polishing some of my timekeepers. Would you care to join me? What do you mean? Oh, aren't you clever? Yes, time is a gift, is it not? There is no greater feeling than knowing everything is in its place and all is according to schedule. Now, when last we spoke, we discussed the importance of what? Precisely. Nothing better. Nothing more important. The biggest lesson here is that time, above all else, is the first thing you must consider when it comes to love. But there are, of course, other things to consider. Having a schedule for your date is imperative to ensure you are using every moment with your lover correctly. Oh, I am, aren't I? There is nothing more arousing than an orderly, efficiently planned date. Picture this, if you will. You and your date arrive at your dinner reservation exactly on time. Your date says to you, "Darling, what's on the agenda? You say to them, we have approximately 10 minutes to review the menu and engage in small talk. They can only moan in needful appreciation for your immaculate scheduling. Oh. Perhaps we have more in common than I realized. At any rate, scheduling your entire date down to the minute is not only efficient, but an excellent bonding experience for any couple. So let us practice now. You have asked me on a date, and we have both arrived on time. As we are seated for dinner, I look deeply into your eyes and ask you about tonight's agenda. You say? Meow! I have never been so attracted to another. Excellent. Truly excellent. Surprise! Our date has gone swimmingly, and I have invited you to another activity. But your schedule has not accounted for this unexpected excursion. Horror of horrors! What do you do? Well, I suppose that could work, but it is certainly not something I personally could accommodate. Terrible things happen when the schedule is not respected. Terrible things. Our time for this conversation is beginning to dwindle. Before I bid you leave me once more, tell me what you have learned. Last time we learned the value of timeliness. Today we learn the value of precisely scheduling. I would so love to talk to you at length about crafting a proper schedule, but I'm afraid my time runs short. If you wish to continue our talks, return to me at 9 p.m. As ever, no sooner, no later. Farewell.
Oh, you're back. My goodness, what a sensation. I missed you more this time than last time. Who would have thought that I could love you more? Got some great advice gems for you if you want. You might want to write this one down and keep it in your glove compartment. Ooh, scary. I'm going to teach you about the best things to have with you in your car in case you get stuck. You've got it, buddy. It's very important to be prepared, so I've made you a list. Number one, most important thing. Big, comfy blanket. Now, you'll see a lot of kits advertised all over the place that say something like a space blanket is the way to go. Light, takes up almost no space, keeps you very warm. But I ask you, does that give you any mental peace of mind? Does it provide the spiritual sense of safety and coziness that'll calm you and help you make good choices concerning your rescue? No siree, it doesn't. Big, warm, comfy, squishy. Those are all the vital components. Moving down the list, food and water. Lots of both, and don't forget to include something crunchy, because crunchy things bring joy. And something made of chocolate to remind you of happiness and assure you that you're going to be okay. You might need some chains for your tires or some mud ramps depending on where you're adventuring. You'll need a nice sharp knife for cutting things like food, a way to start and maintain a fire, to warm up the food, and the cocoa. Oh, you have to have cocoa too. An extra battery for your phone, a good sturdy pair of shoes for going on a nice walk around where you've gotten stuck, a good book, and of course, a big deep breath and a smile. Because no matter what, I'll be there. And everything is going to be just fine. There you go. See you around.
Put up flyers everywhere and still nobody's coming here. I'd be out of money if it weren't for the fact that I don't pay any rent.
Move over, honey! Move over, honey! Help incoming!
Phoenicia? What are you doing here?
I heard your bar needs a little TLC, so I brought some friends. All of them, actually.
You said all. You really came to see me?
And I also heard you needed some ideas for a new cocktail. Show her what we got, y'all. I brought some vodka.
And I brought cranberry juice to go with that vodka. It's rad. Trust me.
I have some limoncello to add a little class.
You know what's trendy right now is passion fruit juice. Good for antioxidants and bullshit.
Spicy cocktails have been de rigueur lately. So I have some ancho chili powder with a little cinnamon mixed in for a soupçon of sweet.
I brought my special powdered air for some quality foam on the top.
I don't actually drink, but if you can make a non-alcoholic version of this, I'll try it.
I brought my hot talents in case your cocktail needs a little flair.
And because you're so passionate about this bar, and because if this place succeeds, it'll be a great new place for posting pics, I brought passion fruit juice. All that's left now is for you to mix all these things together.
I don't know. I'm not sure I can. Oh, okay. You're right. I got this.
Beverly gathers together each disparate ingredient, slicing, squeezing, shaking, and mixing them into a drink that at least looks decent. How it tastes remains to be seen.
One final touch. Scandelabra, would you please toast a little heart shape on the top?
But of course.
Scandelabra lights a thin flame at the end of his fingertip, drawing a little heart into the drink.
Okay. I think it's done. Everyone, drink up.
The gathered company all lift their glasses in a silent toast to Beverly. Then one by one, they drink. Beverly looks from face to face, desperately trying to glean a reaction.
So, what do you all think?
It's totally tubelicious. That's a mix of tubular and delicious. I came up with that just now. Impressive, I know.
Whew! That's got a kick to it. I like it though.
Delicious. What a complex flavor.
I can feel the antioxidants working their magic. The free radicals in my body do not stand a chance. Goodbye.
You know, the top quality air in the foam truly ties it all together. You're welcome.
Pish posh. It's my precise handiwork that's the cherry on top.
Heck, even without alcohol, that packs a wallop.
Big!
And you? Really? Oh, thank God.
Wait, hold on. I need to take a picture of this first. Woo, my followers are gonna flip when they see this.
Did you hear that? Word of mouth advertising right there. Whoa, is this what hope feels like? It's nice.
So, what are you going to call my new creation?
Not yours, Limp.
Well, if I want to make this exclusive here, I need to give it a name. I think I'm gonna call it the Date Viator. In your honor and those funky glasses of yours that made all of this possible.
Woo! Cheers!
Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I actually have a crowd of customers who want my drinks. And as a thank you to everyone here who helped me when I needed it the most, drinks will not be on the house because I really, really need the money.
And everyone was happy to pay. It feels strange to walk into your bedroom with so much tension in the air. After all, this is where you go to relax and recharge. But you told Betty you'd give her the day to consider a confession, and now she waits for you, seated at the bed like usual. You're struck by the realization that no matter what happens here, everything will change from here on out.
Thank you for coming. I hope you got a good night's rest. Oh, thank you for saying so. I slept even worse than I normally do these days. I had too much on my mind, and there's too much at stake here. I suppose there's no point in beating around the bush here, is there? What do you think? Of me? Of the idea of us? Is there hope for us to be more than just two partners who sleep together every night? Oh my god, really? You really feel the same? I can't believe this is happening. I always thought this was a fantasy I'd take to the junkyard. Don't you worry your sweet little head about that. I don't expect you to sleep with me every night, or ever. And you being with me doesn't mean you can't be with others. I have my own fun, after all. I'm just so happy we can be together now. I honestly don't even know where to begin. I feel like I know you so well, but I want to get to know you better. And you must want to know me better. After all, I've only ever been a place for you to lay your head at night. You've never seen me for who I truly am until now. Tell me what you want from me, my love. All I want to do is make you happy. Oh my god, please. I would love that more than anything. Where shall we go? Oh, yes, please.
As you enter the dining room, you're pleased to find yourselves alone, mostly.
Hey, Rainy. Would you play us a little something?
I'd love to. You two...
Betty answers before you can, clearly thrilled for the chance to show you off.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. All right, cuties. Tell me what you're in the mood for. Slow? Ooh, how romantic. All right, I got you.
Rainy cues up some slow, sweet music that moves your bodies instinctually. Betty wraps her arms around you. You wrap your arms around her, and the two of you move together, slowly. Betty looks into your eyes until she can't seem to any longer, laying her head on your shoulder with a sweet flush on her cheeks. How many songs go by with the two of you this close together? It's hard to say. The truth is, when Betty is this close to you, you can't think of anything but her. As Rainy begins to yawn and the music starts to wind down, you know you'll have to move on sooner or later.
Thanks, Rainy. That was just lovely.
It was my pleasure. I'm gonna turn in. But you two have fun.
That was so nice. I've never been on a date like this before. You don't know how happy I am to hear that from you. Thanks again for tonight. This was truly magical.
You and Betty walk back up to your room, hand in hand, the air between you thick with a welcome sort of tension. You get the feeling that Betty may not be ready for the night to end just yet. She looks at you expectantly, if sweetly. You've slept on Betty for years, but never truly slept with her. Tonight is a night of firsts. After tonight, you'll never look at your bed the same way. Your room becomes a tangle of sheets, of bodies twisted into new and exciting positions. When you finally do go to bed, you sleep better than you can ever recall. Betty's soft warmth surrounding you, even in your dreams. This truly feels like the start of something beautiful.
just a dream come true.
Oh, you're back. My goodness, what a sensation. I missed you more this time than last time. Who would have thought that I could love you more? Got some great advice gems for you if you want. You know, I've seen my fair share of buttons, all kinds of buttons. My eyes are buttons. And I figured out the best kind of button in the whole world. The best kind of button is the belly button. They are all different, they're all just a little bit ticklish, and they remind us we all had a mom who loved us when we were too little to love ourselves. Whenever I feel lonely, I just put a hand on my belly button and I smile. Give it a try, buddy. I bet it'll help you feel better too.
You press your hand to your belly button. You're not entirely sure if it works, but Teddy's sweet smile makes you feel a little better anyway.
Hope that serves you well. Until then, don't forget to take time to remind yourself you are loved.
Welcome back. Good news. I've had even more visitors since you came along. Apparently, one of the reasons I didn't get more in the first place is because everyone was confused on whether I was open or not. I guess having so many openings and closings will do that. But once word started getting around about our special cocktail, I started getting more business. And I have you to thank. So let me pour you a thank you drink. What can I get you? Excellent! So, what'll it be? You know that drink takes 7 minutes for me to shake? I'm charging extra. Anyway, coming right up.
7 minutes later, Beverly hands you your drink, smiling fondly at you.
Of course. Thank you for keeping your word about coming back. How about we celebrate with more drinks? Yes! Now the next question is, how hard are we celebrating tonight? Are we getting boozy?
Date Everything would like to remind you to please drink responsibly.
All right, let's get irresponsible in here. Brr, 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 brr.
Beverly sways on her feet, her eyelids drooping. She throws her arm around you. Is she steadying herself? Or just that happy to be near you?
You need to know that I love you, okay? Like, you're the best. I can't say that enough. You and me, we're soulmates. You're the best. You deserve so much better. I mean, why can't everyone see how amazing you are? I mean, you know what else? Why can't people see how amazing I am? I mean, I'm hot and cute and sexy and so smart. I think. Maybe not the last one. But I'm all the other things, right? Right? So why does no one love me? Why is that? They won't even come drink with them. I mean, me. Who's him? Maybe it was someone that people actually like. Oh my god, I was just wasting my life. No. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. I have no wonder no one comes here. Why would they?
Beverly bursts into tears, ugly heaving sobs racking her body.
You're always there for me. Thank you so much. Why are you so good? I know. You're so... Don't even argue with me. You just... gotta fight for what you want, you know? And so... show that you care. Show that you're gonna be your best self no matter what, and then you will be. Oh, wait, okay, oh my god. Maybe that's what I need to do for myself. If no one else will lift me up, I just gotta lift myself up. Yeah, that's it. I gotta get strong so I can lift myself. Or maybe I already am. Yeah. Nope. Oh no. Nope. That wasn't good noises. Oh crap. Okay. Fade to black before it gets messy.
Cool kid, welcome back. You feeling hungry? Let me see what I've got. Freezer burn. What is that smell? Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. The ice tray is clean, water lines are clear. Wait, I know what it is. This is kind of embarrassing, but I think I'm holding something rotten. To be honest with you, I'm kind of embarrassed. I can't believe I let something go bad on my watch. It's not cool at all. Really? Thank you so much. I think it's in the back and I can't reach. Let me think what it could be. Ah, the pad CU and the pizza. Check that. Those have been in there for way too long. Good glaciers, that fuzz. It looks like we're trying to grow penicillin. The mushrooms are growing mushrooms. How delightfully meta. You're kinda cool. This isn't. I'm sorry I couldn't keep that stuff fresh for you longer. I let you down, cool kid. I don't know, cool kid. You're being really awesome about all this. I appreciate it. But I've got to get to cleaning. That slime back there is going to take some scrubbing. I'd rather do this by myself, if you don't mind. But again, super cool of you to offer.
For the first time since you've met him, Freddy looks angry. His voice is an intimidating roar.
Listen, shithead!
You get the fuck out of my way! Let me do this! Who I really am. A monster who ruins your food! I'm clearly a fucking monster!
Freddy falls back against the wall, one hand clutching his chest as he struggles to catch his breath. He seems to be waging some sort of internal battle. He is a shadow of the monster he just was. Quiet and small and shaken.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Please, just go.
He is gone. A tall, statuesque man stands with his back turned to you, surveying the dishes, your dishes, on the table in front of him. He's so absorbed in them that he doesn't seem to notice you. The figure who stands before you has the casual, confident air of someone who knows just what she's about. Her short hair glows with the colors of sunrise, and her blue eyes drink you in without a trace of shame or embarrassment. She evaluates you with a hand on one hip, her draped clothing subtly highlighting curves you'd never have expected from your rigid, structured window.
Well, hi there. I'm Gwendolyn. Oh. And you? Well, you're quite the looker, aren't you? Attractive? No. You're the one looking out at me all the time. Look, I don't mean to be so forward, but I found I'm happiest when I'm transparent about what I want and what I'm looking for. And unlike most everyone here, I've been ogled by humans for centuries. I have had enough attention on me, thank you very much. Well, not too much, okay? I'd still like to know I'm providing some kind of comfort. Anywho, if I'm having to do one of these introductions, I might as well get this out of the way first. I'm only looking for one thing in a relationship right now. You know it. That said, I can't say I'm looking for anything too serious right now. Dang right. Oh, don't worry. It's nothing to be too intimidated by. There's so much to do in this world. So many views to see. Even just the simple joy of a night on the town. Yet here you are, taking a breather, same as me, but you haven't even had fun yet. Oh, I know, cutie, and I don't mean to rush you. I just want to see you live a little, that's all. Stop watching life pass you by. Enjoy yourself. Kiss someone. Kiss many someones. And then maybe, in between your adventures, you can come tell me about all the fun you're having. Over and out.
There you are. I was just thinking about you, you know. How about a kiss?
You envelop Betty in your arms, and when she kisses you, it truly knocks you senseless. For a few moments, there's nothing but you and her, you and those maddeningly perfect lips and killer curves. It's hard to stop at just a kiss when it's this good, but somehow, you manage to pull yourself away.
It's going to be hard to wait. But I'll see you tonight, cutie.
Shine on, Luxie!
Oh, hello. Goodness me, but it's quite late, isn't it? I hadn't expected to see you in the dark. Me? Truly? I'm touched. But be honest, it wasn't me you wished to see. It was these beautiful timepieces.
Timothy gestures expansively to a collection of pocket watches in front of you both.
I know I promised to help you with your love life. But if you'll help me care for my collection, I think it will achieve both of our aims beautifully. If you don't mind. Why, yes. You've shown yourself to be a reliable, timely person. Why not?
You take a seat by Timothy. He hands you a soft cloth.
Gently. Just like this. Draw the cloth across the watch face. To maintain a pocket watch, one need only use a microfiber cloth. Harsh chemicals or even water can damage the surface and the inside. Pocket watches are like hearts in that way. Well, yes, but what I had meant was that they must be tended to regularly and kindly. A mechanical pocket watch must, at minimum, be kept clean and wound daily. My watches here are all mechanical. I have no quarrel with quartz.
Timothy seems quite pleased. He beams at you, then allows himself to continue on.
My point is that quartz watches require a bit less care in their maintenance. And I say this is a mistake. Sure, that might make them suited to everyday use for everyday folk, but who needs that? How will anyone know you're dedicated and good with your hands if you're using a watch that runs on a battery? That runs along tick-tock ticking without outside help? It's preposterous, really. It's all quite simple, my dear. If you raise the standard of care for yourself, whether it be from romantic or platonic relationships, the quality of caring you receive will, in turn, be much higher.
Timothy looks over at the watch in your hand, as though suddenly realizing you're still holding it.
There now, that'll do. You can just set that down there. Gently, please. Thank you. Your help and courtesy are most appreciated. You and I have been talking for some time now about these things. I hope you have gotten something from these little chats of ours. Oh, my. Well, I'm most pleased to hear you think so. I have enjoyed our conversations a great deal. I had assumed you weren't listening to me in the least, I must confess. To hear that you have taken something from them after all, I am glad indeed. I have much work remaining to do, unfortunately. But if you would like to speak to me again, perhaps about another topic, you may find me at 9 a.m. sharp. Farewell, then.
As you walk away from Timothy, he seems fully absorbed in his pocket watches. Perhaps it's your imagination, but he does seem happier than when you first walked up on him.
Oh, look who it is. Come closer, won't you? Come have a look at this.
Timothy is in the middle of some sort of complex operation, taking a pocket watch apart.
I wouldn't normally allow just anyone else here, you know. But you've shown yourself worthy of trust. The honor is all mine, my dear. Come and sit here by me, if you would. Watch repair takes a great deal of care, patience, and trust. I cannot have just anyone around me when I work. But you, I feel a strange calmness in my soul when I think of you. Normally I am, well, I admit, perhaps a bit tightly wound. It is by necessity, after all. A failure to adhere to the schedule to promote and uphold that most holy of values, timeliness. It can be catastrophic for a number of reasons, but I know now.
Timothy holds the watch out to you, and the two of you watch its delicate components tick away the seconds.
No longer does the beat of my heart synchronize with my pocket watches alone. It beats in time with another.
He gently closes the watch face, setting it down away from him and taking your hand in his.
I never thought I could find someone who not only accepts every facet of me, but even understands them. Tell me you'll stay by my side through the hours, day or night. Really?
He laughs, happier than you've ever seen him. You've never seen him look at anything but his prized watch collection like this.
You've made me so happy, my darling. I cannot believe I can truly have it all. I haven't allotted any time to it in the schedule, but perhaps I could finish my work later in the day, and you and I could spend some time together. The way I feel now, I'm not certain I could concentrate on my work. Oh my! Well then.
Timothy gently gathers up his pocket watches, moving them somewhere safer for the moment. Then he's taking your hand in his, leading you somewhere more private.
This is unprecedented for me. I never imagined a break from schedule could be so intoxicating. Yes.
Timothy's a bit shy at first, but he takes to you quickly. For someone who is so regimented, he's surprisingly spontaneous. You're so wrapped up in each other, hours pass before you even realize it. This might have started awkwardly at first, but now, nothing feels more natural.
I always have time for you, my love.
Freddy looks away from you, exiting without a word.
Ranger, what you coming round here for? Don't you know there's swarmers all over this sector? Sure, they're mostly just lounging around and working on their short game, but you never know with these little freaks. I see. Listen, Ranger, that ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry. He ain't been talking to anyone. Not since you two got into it the other day. I prayed to the Immortals to change his heart. Hell, I even sacrificed several tendies at the altar of Uzer the Redeemer. But it ain't no use. It's time to let him go. You, want me to pull the plug? I'll pull the plug. You just say the word, Ranger. Plug pulling ain't nothing. Just a little reset. Ranger, you're more stubborn than the gamma worms that refuse to get flushed out of my kidneys. If you want to get cursed at, well, it's your funeral. Just like it'll be my funeral if I can't flush out those parasites by sundown. The loaf has been really active at night lately. He thinks we don't hear him, but we do. That's gonna be your best bet, I reckon. But don't say I didn't warn you, all right? May the Immortals watch over you and protect you from all 3 major types of radioactive worms.
Oh, you actually came back? Oh, God, I am so embarrassed. You really saw me at my worst. I didn't think you'd want to see me after the mess I was in last time. I'm so sorry you had to see that. I'm so relieved to hear that. Seriously, I'm glad you're cool with it. I mean, everyone who drinks has at least one embarrassing experience, right? So it's really no big deal, right? At least this one didn't end up with me waking up with my face on the bathroom floor beside John Liu. The last thing you want to hear when you're hungover is him rapping in your ear. Oh, Bev's drunk again, slumped in a pile. Ain't got no friends, ain't got no style. Ran out of wine, all that's left are the lines pressed in her face from the bathroom tile. I hate him. I hate him so much. I just wish I had been a better host for you. I'm sorry. Hey, yeah. Next time we'll throw a real rager. One that doesn't end with one of us in the bathroom. Hell yeah. I'm excited for it. So, why did you come back? Really? You care that much about little old me? Well, I need to get a hangover cure. Do you want something while I'm at the bar? Excellent! Always happy to serve customers that don't want to get drunk. They usually don't yell and hit on me as much. They also sometimes don't. Anyway, which mocktail would you like? Refreshing and bubbly. Like me. Coming right up. Glad you like it. I'll let you know when my brain and I are in speaking terms again. Why do I do this? I mean, I know why, but... Oh, why?
A charming, well-dressed duo stand with their backs to you, peering through the curtains and pointing at something outside that you can't see. They seem quite absorbed in their own conversation.
Look over there. Look at that. Across the street. What are we looking at? What do you see, Rod? I see a dog. I see a car that could use a wash.
One of them turns to you, holding up a finger before turning back to his friend.
Hi, 1 second. Now, why in the world do you think I would care a single thread about an unwashed car? I don't know what you want from life, Kurt. The shoes, my dude. The shoes. Oh, you were looking at the neighbor's shoes. Those are nice. Right? That's what I'm saying. Hold on. Those are way better than those shoes we saw last week. Ain't that the truth? Only time I wish Wendelin would have fogged up. Those kicks could have kicked rocks. What was that about? Rod, don't be so rude. I'm just giving what I was receiving. You'll have to excuse Rod. His tact leaves a lot to be desired. There you go, talking about me like I'm not here. Nah, I'm talking about you so you can hear. There's a difference. See, that's why your seams are unfinished. My seams are unfinished? My seams are unfinished? Keep talking. See what happens. You ain't gonna do nothing. You love me too much. Yeah, okay. Don't say that too loud. Everyone else might start believing it. Kurt and I have been together forever. Yo, what up? I'm like, but not my brother. If we were related, you might actually be polished. We both know you wouldn't look good unless you were next to me. Who told you that lie? Say, who do you think looks better, me or this delusional drape I call my friend? Yo, what? Nah, I claim bias. You don't even know what that means. You asked the question, so they sided with you. Bias. Okay, so you do know what the word means. Why is that? Because we pull each other's threads? What good is a platonic life partner if you can't clown on them every now and then? And with a face like his, he makes it easy.
Oh. Well, at least my attitude ain't stank like yours.
My attitude is great.
Man, if your personality had a scent, it would be mothballs with mildew.
Okay. That was a good one.
Whoa, okay there. Calm down.
He's being shady, not mean. Being shady isn't always a bad thing.
Oh, to the contrary. I'm shady all the time to Kurt. Why? Because I love him.
I guess you could say that. Yeah.
But we have rules.
Oh, yeah. You must throw shade appropriately. There are 5 rules to throwing shade. First off, you have to know the person.
Sure, you can be shady to folks you don't know, but that is just mean.
Wait, we made fun of the new mail carrier just the other day.
That's because they were wearing that uniform with open-toed sandals. With socks.
Oh yeah, they asked for that one.
This rule is one of those do as we say, not as we do things.
Unless we ask you to do it with us, at which point you better come correct.
Which brings us to rule number 2.
If the roast ain't hot, you're toast.
The shade is all about the laugh at the end. Maybe even a strong guffaw.
A guffaw? Are you a cartoon dog person? 'Cause if not, I best not hear a single guffaw out of you, Rod.
Keep your aim true.
Never bring in secondary parties. Others shouldn't be collateral damage because you decided to mix patterns and it turned out unfortunate.
I tried to throw shade on Kurt's mom once.
Mrs. Chiffon has never done anything and she will not be brought into this foolishness.
Okay. Rule 4.
Read their body language as you read them down.
Everyone has their line and their limit.
It's easy to be on a roll and run right over your friend.
Which is why rule number 1 is important. If you don't know them, you don't know what might actually make them upset.
Right, like I don't talk about Rod's crush on the blinds at the last house.
Dude, not cool.
Sorry, I was just giving an example.
It's an art form.
And there is one rule that you absolutely cannot break.
Oh, yeah. The final rule.
Rule 5 is...
If someone you know starts throwing shade on your friend...
You better prepare for war.
It is your duty to fire back.
Verbal warfare has begun. Do what you gotta do.
And yeah, those are the rules of shade. You got them all?
Okay, confident. I like that in a person.
If they breathe, Kurt likes them.
You act like you're the one to talk. The tree outside sways, and you think it's flirting with you.
How can you not be charmed? Have you seen those branches?
Oh!
All right, now, calm down.
They said the grass.
The
grass, Rod!
Oh, you can guffaw, but I can't?
Okay, fair. But damn, they got you.
You right. That was a good one. You catch on quick.
Yo, Rod, that fashion student is getting off the bus.
Ooh, what are they wearing?
I'm not sure, but it is fly as hell.
We've got some people watching to do. Swing on by soon. But come holler at us at different places. Each window has a new thing to throw shade on.
Variety is the spice of life, baby. Bring your jokes. We like to keep it lively here.
Oh, you're back. My goodness, what a sensation. I've missed you more this time than last time. Would you like to hear another story? I hope you're ready. I have a great story for you tonight. This is the story of the Star Brothers. Eris and Leo were twin brothers born among the stars. Though born in the same split second, Eris always felt protective of his brother. Leo could be a bit of a hothead, and Eris was kept busy keeping him out of trouble. They were the most rare and beautiful thing, new lives in a race of immortal beings called the Celestials. The boys were always together. They were as close as two brothers could be. They knew each other's minds. They trusted each other with every truth and every question. When Eris grabbed the comet's tail with both hands, Leo knew to stand in front of it and play the comet's head like a friendly dog. When the boys were old enough, they were brought before the Council of Elders. The time had come for them to receive the greatest gift of their lifetimes. You see, I know you look up at the stars. I know we all marvel at their beauty and their mystery. But the stars look down at us, too. They treasure us. The chance to live a human life, to be born here and live here and experience our world, is the most precious rite of passage. And for Eris and Leo, the moment had arrived. They were led slowly into the abyss of the council, right up to the throne of the Elder. "It is time, my sons," he intoned. "It is time for you to be born again. You will come to me separately and chart your course through your human life. You will decide the things you will see and things you will experience. And when you leave my chamber, you will forget what we have said. When you are born on Earth, you will forget your life here, and you will be fully and only human." Leo looked from the Elder to his brother and bit his lip. "Sir," the Elder smiled kindly. "Yes, Leo, you will know him as your brother. But the closeness you feel here will not necessarily go with you. If you choose to have that closeness as humans, it will be up to you when you are old enough to create it in your lifetime." Eris smiled and slipped his hand into Leo's. "Don't worry, Leo," he whispered. "We'll remember each other, I promise." Each boy went with the Elder and planned his life as a human. And when they were reunited in the abyss, they smiled at each other with the impish excitement of what they were about to do. It was the greatest adventure either one of them could have imagined, and they would get to do it together. "Are you ready?" asked the Elder. The boys caught each other's eyes and smiled. "Yes, sir," they said together. "Then take a deep breath and close your eyes. When you open your eyes, your journey will have begun." And so, Eris and Leo were born as brothers here among us. Among us, yes. They chose to be born in a small town outside the city, where it was dark enough that they could still see the stars. I wish I could tell you that they immediately remembered their love and their closeness, but it took them a while. While they were always together, they fought constantly. They questioned why they had been born as brothers. They were so unfamiliar to each other. It felt like whatever one did perfectly irritated the other. The boys were 8 when they started racing each other through the woods. One day, as they were running, chasing each other and pushing each other to go faster and further, Leo realized that he had taken a wrong turn. The trees looked unfamiliar, and the air started to smell strangely open and deep. But Eris was hot on his heels, and he couldn't stop. He couldn't be caught, pushing himself forward, blinded by the competition. He didn't notice when the dirt underfoot turned to rock, and when the rock began to thin into a great, high cliff. He pulled himself up short in a panic, but it wasn't quite fast enough, and his momentum carried him bodily over the edge. Time slowed as Leo fell, and he realized in a flash that he was about to die. And that's when he felt a small electric hand grip his wrist. Eris pulled them both out of the air, hurling his little body backwards and tumbling both of them onto the rocky path behind the sheer face. Leo felt a small rock slice into his hand, felt the blood pouring out over his arm and Eris. But he was alive. Gulping air, he turned to look back at his brother, and they caught each other's eye. For the first time in their young lives, there was a recognition. What it was, neither of them could have said, but they knew each other then. On the cliffside, sheened in sweat and blood, they became brothers. The years that followed saw them growing ever closer, taking each adventure in stride and together. They were 22 when they decided to learn how to fly. They went up together in small planes, learning to take off, to land, and then to do flips and loop-de-loops. They would laugh as their plane cavorted through the sky and smiled contentedly as the wheels touched back down to earth. The day the plane went down was a flight like any other. Nothing had gone wrong. There was no great conflagration. But the plane began to fall from the sky. Leo couldn't get the engine to start again, and the landing gear wouldn't respond to Eris smashing the buttons. The plane crashed through trees and grass and came to rest on a green hillside under a cloudless sky. Leo freed himself and tumbled out onto the grass. He dragged his body up the side of the plane to find Eris, unconscious in another seat. Eris! Eris! Eris, wake up! Get up! Eris, get out of the plane! Eris lay still. Eris! Leo breathed, his heart rate slowing. Eris, open your eyes! And still, Eris did not move. Time slowed again. The realization that Eris would not move came slowly. Like a great wave crashing over him, Leo felt the light go out of the sun. Leo brushed the scar on his palm left by the rock at the cliff face. Maybe Eris would feel the old wound and wake. Eris, don't leave me, brother. But Eris was already gone. How you doing, buddy? Need a break? It was many years later, and Leo still moved in the cloudless fog of that morning. Colors seemed bright and hollow. People spoke to him as though from a long way off, and he jealously guarded his isolation from the world. He still saw his brother everywhere, the way a certain branch swayed as though it had been brushed by a young hand, the way that girl smiled at him, the same mischievous glint in her eye that Eris used to have. It was that girl who began to bring him back to life. She had lost her dog in the park. Frantically, she ran back and forth calling him. Comet! Comet, come back! Leo raised his head from the scar on his palm at her voice, his back against a tree. And then there was Comet, streaking across the grass with his tongue lolling happily. He beelined for Leo's tree. Before he knew it, Leo was on his feet, jumping in front of Comet and playing his head with a laugh and a smile. The girl arrived breathless and grabbed Comet's tail with both hands. You silly goose! Where were you going? She laughed. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm Celine, by the way. Oh, hi. Hi, Celine. Nice to meet you. I'm Leo. Celine smiled. Hi, Leo. And somewhere in his chest, Leo felt something warm break open. A tiny dam on a great river, and his blood began to move again. Celine and Leo were together from that day. Their love brought them a family, and then more family, and more adventures than they could have remembered. They grew old together. They grew wiser. They held each other when Comet died. They cried together when the fire took their house. They smiled when the sun built them a new one. And when Leo died, he died with a smile on his face. Celine was standing next to him, and his finger now unconsciously and methodically stroked the scar on his palm. In that scar was his holding on to Eris. Not with sadness now, but with fondness. Great love. Leo's last breath was a gentle exhale up into a cloudless sky. And when he opened his eyes again, he was home. He was in that sky, up among the stars, young and immortal, and standing before the Elder, with his hand clasped in his brother's warm grip. Eris, is it really? It's you! I remember you! I remember this! Eris laughed out loud and began to jump around excitedly. Oh, Leo! I've been waiting for you. I watched everything. I watched it all. What an adventure you have had! You were there? Leo asked, confused. But, no, I remember you weren't there. I know you weren't because I missed you. But I was. I was in your scar. I was in the park that day you met Celine. I sent Comet to you. Don't you see? I was always there, and I wouldn't have missed it. I'm so proud of you. As the Elder looked on smiling, Leo began to cry. The well of love for his brother broke open with gratitude that he was here now. The boys held each other, crying and laughing, and patting each other on the back to make sure the other was real. Leo pulled away from Eris and looked at him squarely. I am so grateful that you saw my life, Eris. But I don't understand. You could have been there with me. We could have done it all together. Why did you leave me, brother? Eris grinned. I never left you. My journey was to die, Leo. Yours was to live. Yeah, but sticks with me, that one. Good night, buddy.
Valdivianites! It's me, your CEO, David Reginald Most. I'm writing to you from the awe-inspiring beige pavilion at the historic Cottonwood Hotel just moments after stepping off the stage at the Valdefest keynote. Let me tell you, the room felt positively electric. And not just because of the incredibly dangerous grounding issues we discovered in the speaker system. No, tonight, our consumers, employees, and shareholders were absolutely buzzing at the launch of Valdivian's newest initiative. Bigger than the self-driving stroller. More revolutionary than Peninsula.com. Tonight, we unveiled to the world our strategic partnership with the U.S. government's Department of Overseas Violence. While the specifics of this groundbreaking collaboration remain on a need-to-know basis, I'm looking at you, Erwin, in product development. We are confident this partnership between the world's most exciting corporation and the most deadly military on Earth, will absolutely thrill, inspire, and delight Valdivian superfans the world over. For everyone who helped produce, or even just attended, this year's keynote, please find me at the after-party so I can thank you personally. I'll be parked all night next to the Virgin Mojito Bar, between the fax machine and the crawfish buffet. Semper Fi!
My love is always right on time. I've a very busy schedule today, but there is always time for you. And it means even more to me, I assure you. The spirit of timeliness shines through your very essence. The most beautiful pocket watch in my collection would be ill with jealousy if it could only see. Are we on for our date later? Wonderful. Until then, my love.
Hey, how's your day going? Forging some new relates? That's short for relationships. I think about this stuff a lot. Oh, yes, yes! I knew I was good for something. How about a nice menu? I have lots of different ones, all different styles. Here's the main one. Welcome! What can I do for you in my main menu? Right this way. What's on your mind? What can I do for you in my main menu? Oh, let's. There's lots I can chat about. Me? Relationships? My favorite subject. What do you want to know? Not yet, but there's still hope for you. Just keep pressing on my buttons. You'll find a way. Let's go back up a menu. It's the chat menu. What do you need? Scoochin'. Anything else? Oh, yeah, I'll miss you.